All right, I have got 3 alternatives to the new Marvel movie, Black Widow. 3 of them. First up, Hannah. I'm not talking about the TV series. I think there's some Amazon Prime show or something like this. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the 2011 Hannah movie, directed by a guy named Joe Wright. Joe Wright also did Atonement, which is fantastic. You should check that out too. Really, really great movie. Incredible long tracking shots. Really, really, really cool stuff. Hannah is about a young girl who's trained to be an assassin, you know, kind of like the Black Widow thing. However, there's such a great atmosphere. A lot of it's filmed in Berlin, which I kind of have a soft spot for because I lived there at the time. But it gives it this really great kind of gritty feel. But at the same time, it does feel a little bit like a superhero movie. It feels like a bit like a comic book movie in a way, but it just has such incredible cinematography, just great directing, really good acting, really great performances, and a killer soundtrack. The soundtrack in this thing it's so good. So Hannah, very, very, very good movie. As if you're looking for a kick-ass action movie with a female lead, strong woman, whatever it is, this has it. It's really, really, really good, really entertaining. Next up, Don John. Maybe you want to see Black Widow because of Scarlett Johansson, because, I mean, look at her, pretty nice to look at. Don John, very good movie. It is written, directed, and stars Joseph, this guy with this name, I'll put up here, I forget his name. It's really, really good. He did a really good job. And this guy, he's a straight up guy in every way. He's a normal dude. However, he is addicted to pornography and can't stop, cooming. He's a heavy coomer. And it is ruining his ability to have normal relationships in his life. And it's really starting to kind of sabotage his ability to have a normal relationship with, say, Scarlett Johansson in this movie. Very, very good movie. So if you want to see Scarlett Johansson and you want to see her cranked up to 11, check out this movie. And on top of it, it's interesting because it's something that I think a lot of people suffer from, being raised on this stuff. So very good movie. Highly recommend it. Don John. But maybe the reason why you want to watch Black Widow is for the Russian angle. There is kind of that Russian side of it, right? Totally understand. So if that's the case, just hang on with me for a second. Andrei Rublev by this guy, Andrei Tarkovsky, I think his name is. Watch this instead. I know it's completely different. I know you're like, how did we go from Marvel movie, Black Widow, girl punch guy, go crash, go boom? How do we go from that to like Russian art house black and white stuff about 15th century artists? That doesn't make any sense. I assure you, if you watch this movie, it will alter the way that you appreciate cinema. And I just pulled out the word cinema instead of flick or movie or something like that. Whatever you want to call it. Moving pictures on a screen. It will alter the way that you look at this stuff. And it's fine to eat McDonald's, once in a while. I get it. I love a big, loud, silly, goofy action movie and all that kind of stuff. I get it. Popcorn fun, going to the theater, all that stuff. I totally understand it. Have a good time. However, once in a while, you need to dip your toe into some other stuff. So, my secret thing that I'm dropping in this video, if you've watched it this far, is to watch this movie. It is very, very, very good. And it will set you down a path of appreciation of cinema. And then what might happen is you'll go, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, the Marvel movies they're colorful and loud and stuff. And yeah, it's Scarlett Johansson, and I get it. However, it doesn't leave me with much. It doesn't leave you with anything afterwards. You're not going to be talking about it for hours afterwards. A movie like this, like Andrei Rublev, you will be able to talk about it for hours because there is so much to chew on. And a lot of people are missing out on some of the greatest films ever made, because we are streaming now more than ever. We're getting away from physical media, all this kind of stuff. We're getting away from browsing. We're not going to a Blockbuster Video and just wandering around and picking up something that looks interesting. We're not doing that anymore. So we're sort of on these paths of consumption, and you've got a narrow aisle and a narrow row of choices basically to pick from, and it's the ones that are recommended to you and this kind of thing. And the selection isn't that great on a lot of these streaming services. So I ask that you go a little bit deeper, explore a little bit more, and you will be really richly rewarded, because you are going to discover an entirely new flavors. It's like you're going to see color for the first time, and it's going to blow your mind. And you're going to go on a path of discovery. And I'm not totally banging on Marvel movies. I get it. It's a lot of fun. I went to see, confession time, and I'm not a movie snob. I went to go see the latest Fast and Furious movie. I'd never seen one before, and I went to the drive-in to watch that movie, and I have to admit I had a good time. You know, it was completely retarded, but I did thoroughly enjoy myself. So I'm not being a film snob, but you know, you can enjoy Black Widow or the Fast Furious movies and this kind of thing, and you can also enjoy The Seventh Seal, which you should also really watch. You know, there's a balance that needs to take place so that we can start to move towards something with a little more meat on the bone. You know, so there's my 3 alternatives to Black Widow: Hannah, Don John, and Andrei Rublev. So there you go. Go check it out. And I love comics. I literally draw comics. That's my thing. That's what I'm doing today. I am drawing comics. I'm in my studio working. So don't think that I'm against comic stuff, because I'm absolutely not. So take care. Till next time. Bye.